Welcome, welcome. We're going to show you a great t-shirt. I think part of the reason this t-shirt is so great is number one, it's simple, and we love simple, great stuff. Number two, it's a t-shirt that's going to work year-round for you. So you want to pick a great color that works for you, that you really like, because you're not going to get sick of this t-shirt. You're going to be able to wear it in the spring, fall, all season long, and that's really our goal here. The only changes I'm making on this particular one is because I really want to wear with leggings, because I'm doing it for fall, and for fall leggings are really in. So I'm going to add a little bit of length and make sure it covers what I want it to cover. I'm going to add 6 inches. That's what I've decided is my necessary length. And then I'm going to do a 3/4 sleeve, because for me 3/4 sleeves go all year round. And I really like just covering my arms, but for you guys, you got to decide what you want in your wardrobe, what works for you. These are all great options. That's the best part of making it. You get to choose all these options. So the sweater set that we're using here is just 3 pieces. Pattern number 195. There's only a front, a back, and a sleeve. So you can buy a t-shirt if you want to. We're going to recommend that you make one because it fits so much better. We'll show you how to get great fit. The fabric we picked out is a cotton. It's a wonderful cotton that's just terrific. Cotton rayon, any of those fabrics are so soft. Love working with them. And they're fun to wear. Alright, so I've got my t-shirt all made, and there's a couple things that this t-shirt had that I really liked, and one, it had a little bit of sparkle on the front. A lot of the attention's in the back, obviously, but it had a little sparkle on the front. So I love these crystals, and they're wonderful. They press on, and they don't come off. St. John uses them, a lot of companies use them, and they're really great. So they come with the front is on an adhesive piece of paper. The back, or this white piece of paper, is just for protection of the adhesive. You don't even have to worry about that. So these are extremely easy. What I normally do is I'll just cut them in strips. And I don't even know how many I'm going to use, but what it does is it enables you to just lay them however you want them. So if I'm going to start some kind of pattern, I'll go lower. They're so fun because this time I'm going to go too wide. They won't look like they're in stripes or in strips when you go to actually put them on. So I'll show you, because I've worked with them a lot and I just love them. So if you're not sure, what you're going to do after you put them on is you'll want to use an iron. You'll just want to leave the iron there for, say, they always say 10 seconds. I don't think it's really necessary for 10 seconds, but just leave them there for a little bit. You'll know because when you start to take the adhesive off, see how that one's coming up? That means I haven't left it on long enough. So it's not like, okay, you use the glue, it's not going to stick anymore. It just means you're going to leave it on longer. And it doesn't matter if you use steam or don't use steam, it just doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to go back to that one because I've left the iron. It still's coming up, so just leave it on longer. I love these crystals. You can just do so many fun things with them. Like I said, it's amazing how durable they are. Alright, so take the heat off. Just let them kind of sit for just a little bit. And then you can see when you start to take this off, they're going to stay right there in place. And as long as they stay, you're good to go. And then I'm going to take this one off. So what I'm saying to you is a lot of times I just build my design as I go. They're just fun. So you can do a little bit at a time, or you can plan out what you want. It doesn't make a difference. But I have a tendency to just expand my plan You got a whole sheet. They're really just fun to play with. So here I'm going to put another one there. And I wanted to come down a little bit toward the neckline. I only want it on one side. I really liked the idea that she had sparkles. But the sparkles weren't symmetrical. They were asymmetrical, and I liked that. So I'm going to bring them coming down here a little bit. And again, first time I used them, you guys, I was really, gosh, I really felt like I had to have a plan. They had to be in order. You know, but now since I've done it a while, I really like just kind of doing them all over the place. And it's funny because sometimes I've done them, you know, just crazy patterns, and someone will say, well, give me a diagram of exactly where you put them and how you put them. And I'm like, no. This is way too much fun. It's way too easy. Don't get that crazy on them. And again, after you put it on, if you feel like you want to change them, you can add more. You can't take them off. So, you know, the motto is go light and then come back if you want to add more. So I'm going to put these on and then I'm going to call it good. So keep the iron on. I'd say like 10 seconds. And then you can see they're sticking. So take the iron away, let them cool for just a little bit for that glue to go into the fabric. And then come back and take them off. If you go to take them off and the rhinestone comes with you, then simply put the yarn on more. You just can't mess them up. They're pretty fun. They're pretty easy too. Okay, so when the t-shirt was done, and when I decided I really, so you can see the design on the front. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of cool. Every design you do will look great. Like I said, you can add more if you want. When I put the t-shirt on, after I'd pressed it and everything, I put a pin for my bra, for where my bra was. So the next part of the shirt we're going to do, I'm actually going to put on the mannequin. This mannequin's pretty close to my size. So I'm going to put it on the mannequin, and I've got my bra marked. And the reason I've got my bra marked is I like t-shirts, but I want to be able to wear them anywhere, and I'm not comfortable with my bra showing. So I marked on here where my bra was. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make cuts across the back. And the first cut you're going to make is pretty close to the neckline, to the neck edge, and it's also pretty wide. It's going to be your widest cut. It doesn't matter. You guys don't have to finish these edges. This is a knit. Naturally, when you put the shirt on, it's going to pull. It's going to be great. Remember, t-shirts have a little bit of negative ease. So the next one, I'm going to come down about 2 inches. And I'm going to go, and don't go as wide. You want this to kind of be like a little, kind of a diagonal or a V in the back. Just make sure what you want to do is somewhat stop cutting the same distance here as you do here, you know, just to kind of keep it. I guess you don't have to. I guess you could cut wherever you wanted, but I really like this look, and so I'm kind of duplicating that look. So remember, my bra's down here. So the next one I'm going to do, again, is a couple inches down, and that's going to be the shortest one of all. Now, what they did, the second thing they did, is once you make the cuts, and don't finish the cuts. It looks too finished. It looks too old-fashioned to finish the cuts. We want the cuts to be unfinished. Is they took and sewed these together. So you just almost like want to run a little gathering stitch and gather it up. For now, I'm just going to pin it. But you could put a little tie there. You could do little rhinestones in through here to kind of tie in the back. I'm going to leave that up to you guys because there's so much imagination that could take place at this point. I'm actually going to do one more. I think I want to do one more. So I'm going to cut this a little bit wider. I'm going to cut this a little bit wider. And I want to make sure those look the same. That looks the same. I'm going to do one more. I've got space above my bra. I think I'm going to do one more little one. Just right here. And there's no scientific reason to this. This is just because I like it. I think because I didn't like just the 2 connections, I like another one. So we'll do another one there, and then that finishes off the back of my t-shirt. So I've made my slits. It's easier to do them on a mannequin, but if you don't have a mannequin, just kind of stair step your slits so that that one looks a little bit too far. Not a big deal. You know, you just want them to go in a V so that the eye will go up and out. It's really about focal point. Then when you're going to do these, all I did was make a few little tucks, pleats, whatever, and just stitch it down and back stitch. So now I've decided I want a few little crystals on there just to kind of carry the theme from the back. Alright, so we'll put it on, we'll see what it looks like. So here we are, this is our winter look. A couple goals were to make our clothes work for several different occasions. This t-shirt I really wanted to go year round. And so I put a little wrap over it. I put a belt on it, put a little wrap over it. This is 83, Colette's wrap. You guys know I love this wrap. Put a little belt on it. And then if it's summertime and I just want to throw on a t-shirt, and I love layered clothing where it gets better and better and better, and all the different things make it a little bit nicer. So in the front we've got just a little bit of glitz, and in the back we've got this great t-shirt that is just really cute. Keep in mind, you don't even have to make the t-shirt. I make the t-shirt because y'all know it fits so much better. We've got French darts and you don't have this gapping and all this horrible stuff, but you could take any t-shirt and make the back and add a little glitz to the front. As always, happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.